Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful episode of your Potluck Podcast. I'm Sean.
I'm Bree.
Alcoholic.
Whoops.
Who are you?
I'm Bree. I didn't know you were going to keep going. Go.
My name is Anthony. I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic.
What's up, Anthony?
What up?
What's next, boss?
Oh, and this is your butthurt disclaimer.
And this is your butthurt disclaimer. Once I found it, I thought I had it.
How do you...
Parental no sponsored advisory. Our goal is to offer a recovery-based podcast with a twist of humor. The expressions and opinions voiced here are those of the individual speaker and are not of the collective. Our primary purpose is to carry the message and to help others achieve sobriety. We don't feel the need to be original, but we certainly don't want to be extra crispy. Crispy. Speaking of crispy, y'all stay cool out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, somebody set the thermometer to melt.
Yeah. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's hot.
I'm surprised they didn't make some ordinance where we couldn't shoot fireworks this year.
Yeah. It's so hot. Yeah.
Because it's humid, so it's not dry.
It's humid, hot, and dry.
No, it's sticky and hot.
Certainly not moist.
Oh, well, you feel moist when you walk out the door.
Well, you do have a point.
That's humidity. And I'm not a fan.
Tim Titty?
There we go.
Titty.
Yeah. Hey.
You're being summoned.
Keys.
You
On
have
the
keys?
seat.
Thank you. We don't have keys. Wrong keys. We got car keys.
I don't have car
Never mind. I digress.
I have my car keys.
My car keys are in the car.
Yeah. Keys to the door of freedom.
Keys to the city.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we got any life lessons we learned this week, maybe, or maybe in the past 2 weeks, because we did take last week off.
Oh, a small hiatus. We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the past 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Yeah. Stay focused.
Yep.
How about you?
Yeah. What you?
Well, I mean, I just had another lesson kind of reiterated. You know what I mean? If you see smoke, add lube. I mean, if you check the dipstick and it's dry, add lube. Yeah. I don't know where y'all's minds are, but talking about the motor in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I got another life lesson I guess I learned, you know what I mean? Budgeting. I have somehow magically been able to budget a little bit of money right now, you know what I mean? And I actually have a decent amount of money that I've got set aside.
So let's back up. We got a new segment.
Yeah.
It's Woody's Wages.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm in a position now where not only can I save money, but I can afford to really just be comfortable. That's all I've really wanted since I've been in recovery, is just to be financially comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, I know I can take care of it now.
Right.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. I almost don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm the only time I felt like that was when I was selling drugs, for real. And I have, I'd say, the same comfortability as far as money wise as I did then. You know what I'm saying? Without having to sell dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's, I don't know.
Dirty hands, clean money.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. And it's it's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a blessing. So there was a situation that happened at the house not too long ago, and I replaced what was taken. You know what I mean? Not out of an admission of guilt or anything like that, but
He did it.
I was right, but I was able to put myself in his shoes and how I would feel if it was my shit that came up stolen or missing or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I prayed about it, bro. I prayed about it. I talked to my sponsor about it, and I basically got the same response. Just replace it. You're in a position right now. If it's not gonna hurt you, you know what I mean? And so I replaced it. I ordered it.
Right on.
It should be coming in the mail probably Monday or Tuesday. You know what I mean? But it feels good. It feels good to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, rather not the fact that it was stolen, but just to be able to take care of something like that might be minuscule to other people, but it was a big deal for him. You know what I'm saying? And so I just, it feels good to be able to help in other ways other than just putting money on the rent, paying the water, the electric bill, or a car payment, or a car insurance. Like, I don't know, it just feels good to have a little bit extra money to the side. You know what I mean?
I think we did it full here.
Life lesson.
Do we have any tips from Bree Money?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bree don't have no money. I don't know how I ended up with that nickname because no, I don't have money, but
So no Bree dollar signs.
nope,
Yep.
not no more.
So there's another, I spoke on, life recovery meeting that I used to go to every Monday, due to work schedule change. I'm no longer fortunate enough to attend. And it speaks about the scope of addiction, you know what I mean? Like it could be internet and sex or spending.
Yep.
So, and it even suggests, a lot of us don't think we have a problem, but we do.
Absolutely.
So, it suggests to try and not go on the internet or not spend no money
Yeah.
simply for 30 days.
Yeah.
See how uncomfortable it is.
Yeah.
And I did find it's pretty uncomfortable in maybe that 30 days. But again, the blessing comes on the other side of the battle, okay? Because when you see what that does for you, I don't know, man. I've spoken about it before. I got like this fear of spending. Like, I don't spend. Try not to spend no frivolous money for 5 or 6 days of the week,
Yep.
and then boom, I get a paycheck again. And just watch that thing.
Stubble, yeah.
The paycheck start stacking on. He said, it gets to a point where I pay my bills, and it's going to go down a little bit, but
You still got that money left over.
yeah,
Yeah.
So then the fear is, it drops down to a number, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's money there, but I'm like,
Yeah.
You all have a great session.
Yes, you have a good night.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you for your support.
Absolutely.
Please keep coming back.
And all of the services.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hey,
You're amazing.
you do too much.
Y'all do too. Love you.
Love you.
Yeah. So I'm just now encountering what you're talking about. So usually, originally, like I would get paid like on a Wednesday night, Thursday morning. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I just paid all the bills. I got maybe enough money to put gas in the car for a couple of days, maybe a pack of cigarettes, and that's it. I had nothing else. Well, I got paid Wednesday night. We're going into Saturday, almost Sunday, and I basically have still my entire check. I'm not used to that, but at the same time, like I'm at the point now where the only thing I really pay for are like cigarettes when I need them, gas, you know what I'm saying, and then I paid of course rent. But other than that, like I've been holding back. My next car payment's not until next Friday, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not stressed about it. Like before I was, how am I gonna pay this? How am I gonna pay that? And it's I'm just not stressed about it, man. Like I said, I'm in a position where I feel that like it's hard not to spend money, on not on frivolous things. Like it's not just I don't want to spend any money. I don't even want to go buy food. I don't even want to go to the grocery store to buy food. Okay, like now that I do eat. Okay, that sounded real, but no, I just basically just buy the necessities, gas. Cigarettes aren't a necessity, but cigarettes whenever I need it.
Yep.
And then, food occasionally. But other than that, that's it. I'm not out shopping like I used to be. It's not like I used to have what I call a drug dealer mentality. You know what I mean? Like if I see it, I want it, and I have the money, I'm gonna pay for it. Even if I didn't have the money and I want it, I'm gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter what the price was. A lot of the times I didn't even look at the price tag. But I'm starting to get over that. I'm starting to get through that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God has definitely blessed me with a good paying job and the means to do this budgeting situation that, you know, I haven't ever been able to do. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know, it just feels good, bro. It's just all that, to not spend money and to actually like, okay, if something happened, I can take care of it. You know what I mean? Like I got an appointment on Monday to get my car looked at. You know what I'm saying? I can pay for that now. You know, I can pay to have my car fixed.
Are you lacking lube?
No, it's a wheel bearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having to just replace the whole wheel bearing hub assembly.
Well, the wheel bearing does have lube.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably has something to do with the wheel bearing losing its lube. Is the reason why
it's lubeless.
Yes, yeah. Too much friction. You know what I mean? But it just, I don't know, it just feels good, bro. Like being in a position, like I said, if something were to happen, like any type of emergency, you know what I mean? I can take care of it, you know? And that feels good in itself. Like, and I felt like for so long in recovery when I first got here, and like, I've had like 4 different jobs since I've been in recovery.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
But like, I've had 3 times as many, but
but look, so like every time I got a new job, I'll say elevated, like, you know what I'm saying? So I started at one, I was making like $10 an hour. I worked there for like 6 months, and I went from that one to one I was making 14, and then I went from that one to I was making 18, and I went from that one to where I was making 21. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm making, you know, I'm not gonna say what I'm making now, but I'm making more than what any of those places.
So what I hear is you're progressing instead of regressing.
Yeah.
You're getting hired instead of fired.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like,
you're promoted instead of demoted.
Yeah, and like I can go back to any of the jobs that I've had previously, and they'll hire me back. It's not like off the, you know, I didn't leave these jobs in like bad standings. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I just, you know, I was getting hired and just stopped showing up to work. It wasn't like none of that. Like, listen, I started another job, so I put my 2 weeks in and boom. The only one I did do that was with Summit, but I called them and let them know, like, hey, I started another job, so I'm not gonna be. It was unexpected. When I got this job, it was like a last second thing. It was unexpected. I didn't honestly expect it to even start until a couple months from now. You know what I'm saying? And then, but he needed help, so he got me in there immediately. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for that, bro. It was a rough patch, you know, getting to that point, but yeah, it's definitely been a blessing. It definitely is. $3.
So, I don't know. I've gone not spending money before because I didn't have money.
Yep.
So.
That's the other thing that comes to mind. I swear. Like when I didn't have money, I wasn't spending money because I didn't have it.
Duh.
So if I can somewhat approach my money in that manner, like I don't really have it.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm happy I got this new job. I get paid a little more than I did before, but I'm spending a hell of a lot more on gas because I'm driving double what I drove every day, not just a couple days a week. I get paid bi-weekly, not weekly, so that makes a difference. I mean, the last 2 weeks I've spent money on, you know what I mean, the ticket, taking the girls to Target. For the most part, I don't. I spend money on the food when I got the girls, because it's the only time I take them out, when I have them on the weekend, go grocery shopping. Gas. I don't even smoke anymore. But hey, I still have no money. So I don't know what the problem is.
Well, you have money. You just spend it. That is the answer.
And I'm probably giving away more money than I should.
Yeah.
To people in need
Yeah.
at the moment.
Well, I have
money
to.
at the moment, but
I have
it's
to
added up
notice.
quite a bit.
I have to notice when I need to help myself first.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
Like we were talking in the meeting today, when people say, I'm going to learn to, put other people first. I've always put other people first, even through addiction. That's how I ended up in this situation.
So
I have some issues on
right. So
all that.
like that right there, like I did the same thing. I still do it. I would say I still do that to a point, but like I have to make it a point to pour into myself first, because when you run like for myself, I spent so much time pouring to everyone else, like helping everyone else, and it feels weird when I pour into myself. It feels weird when I go to do anything for myself, whether it be getting a haircut or just taking care of the things I need to take care of.
What are you trying to say, bro?
I need a haircut. But it feels weird. Like it feels weird, and to a point where like it almost feels like we're not supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not supposed to pour in myself, but that's not true. Like, because how can I pour from an empty cup? You know what I'm saying? Like I can't physically help you if my cup is completely empty. That you're not pouring into anything. And that was something that like once I grasped that, like I was okay for me to pour into myself. Like I pour into myself as much as I can, but I still initially put other people in front of me too. You know what I'm saying? It's like a balance. You gotta find that balance.
Yeah, it's funny you just said balance, because that's what was going off in my head. Okay, if I'm not suited to help myself, I ain't got no business helping anybody else.
Yep.
Now on top of that, when I string myself out trying to help somebody else I'm not suited to, then I'm taking that from somebody else that's better suited to help in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to trust God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like whoever needs the help.
Yeah.
I suggest they maybe do as well. Okay. And I bring this up because in past few months, I was contemplating helping somebody else significantly, in my mind, significantly,
Right.
financially,
Right.
helping somebody else once. Okay. And then I had some BS come up,
Yeah.
life on life's term kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, can't help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't do that because I can't help myself right now.
Yeah.
My stability is coming into question at this point, so I can't help them out to the extent of which I was hoping.
Right.
All right. So, fast forward a little bit, bro, I've been in my house for 2 years.
Yeah.
I really give her a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
So, I was like, all right, I'm just going to break down, shove mom a little bit of money, for helping me, what I should have already been doing.
Right.
Even when I'm about to shove her, it's not covered with what I've should have already been given. Okay. So, and right when I'm about to, boom, life on life terms. I'm like, well, can't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I go to my sponsor about it, and I was like, man, every time I go to do this, that's like something happen, where I'm not comfortable doing that. And he's like, well, something, trying to tell you something. So I leave, and I go back home at night, and it just keeps rattling up in the cage like it, right? And I was like,
Go off of faith.
but is this when I'm supposed to leap out on faith, do that anyway, and trust in God?
Absolutely.
And I was like, and I went back to him and told him, I was like, I think it's what it is. He's like, well, I can't answer that for you, but you know what I'm saying? So I did. I done what I was supposed to do.
Right.
And I do, because it's done been proven, man.
Yeah.
And that's the self right there. That's the self-will. I want the security and the comfort.
Yeah.
And if I don't have that, I'm not willing to step out in faith.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? There's that apprehension, the fear, which is a lie.
Yeah.
It's an absolute lie. It's to keep me, and that cuts me off from God, which are fear and resentment, anger, and all these are not fruits of the Spirit.
Yeah.
And they cut me off from God.
Oh yeah.
So I need best I can take these and what's the opposite of this? Well, it's faith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's grace. It's believing. You know what I'm saying? And understanding it don't matter. I come down to my last dollar. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I'm doing what is right and doing the next best thing and helping others and making sure I, like my dude says, clean the house.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, he's gonna take care of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like that
Persevering.
that was definitely like my issue. Like I wasn't in a position to help anybody really, not financially anyway. You know what I mean? And I would take it upon myself to put myself out. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like I know I got $150. You're asking me for 75 of it. So here, I'm gonna give you $75. You know what I'm saying? And like it'll put me out. You know what I mean? I did that so often to the point where I got to the point where now, I mean that and amongst being laid off for I don't know how many times or how long each time, but you know I got to a point where now I'm living check to check to check to check. You know what I mean? And it's like I get paid Wednesday night. But it's still from Wednesday to Wednesday. It's still 7 days. I still gotta wait a whole another week. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I prayed about not specifically this job, but just a better paying job. You know what I mean? And like just for the comfortability, man, just to be able to help someone if they need it. You know what I mean? And not be like, oh, now I'm stressing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I literally would not be in that position to help anyone, but I would do it anyway, you know. And it's like, so in that same sense, like when it comes down to like with, you know, like we was talking about with his mom, like I would just help someone. And like for me, that's just me leaning on faith for real. Like, yeah, I'm putting myself out and I've become stressed out about the situation, but like I'm trusting in God that I'm going to make it to the next week so I could, you know, pay the bills and do it again. Does that make sense? But in this situation, it was more so like just trusting in God. Like, okay, so if I do this, even though I got this going on, I'm putting everything, all my faith is here. Like, I know you'll take care of me. I know you're going to do what you always do and make a way for me to be successful. And not to be successful, but fruitful, I'll say. You know what I mean? And I'm learning that as well, too. You know what I mean? That's definitely something I've been learning, just especially recently. Sheesh.
I think to balance things is a struggle for me, because I have that. I mean, I've since I've been here, I've had to live off that faith, because there's no way, if you put it on paper, that you should have been able to live as long as I did at the job that I was at. Yeah. Paying the bills, paying the rent that I was paying, and my car insurance, and still having food somehow. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense on paper. Right. Somehow it's worked out. So I'm like, if the whole me being here in the first place has all been strictly on, I just gotta have faith that there's gonna be a way. Yeah. So did that, and then like so emotional. Like, I really got to go see my boys and bring them up here. Like, I haven't even got my kid a birthday present yet, you know? And I'm like, we were at the store the other day, and he's like, that works, Mom, I just use a pack of baseball cards, you know what I'm saying? And I was worried about how we're going to get through the airport, because there was nothing left, because I sent some for this fundraiser, you know what I mean? And I've just been, I just haven't had it. And so I'm going to figure something out while they're here. I don't care what other people think about me. I care about what other people think I am as a parent. I haven't had my kids, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go all out while they're here, because they're only here right now, and probably another 6 months till I see them again. And at that point, they'll probably be another baby, so they're not going to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just how my mindset works. I'll go dig myself in the hole for a minute. Yeah. I'll figure my way back out. but to give them a good time and to make sure that they know that they're still important to me. So I try, I don't take the girls out shopping all the time. Like, most of everything that they have, like, but it's like, they have so many toys. I'm like, yeah, they're all free.
Yeah.
I've got most of everything I've gotten from churches giving stuff, from here giving stuff. Like, I don't spend that much money, But I took them out for a little shopping trip and spent way too much money on a stupid dress, but it's for my daughter. I'll justify that, I didn't spend it on me. So I do have a slight issue with that. I parent out of guilt a little bit,
Yeah, I would too. I get it.
All right, so a couple things.
It's so hot here.
Keep that feeling with you.
Okay.
Keep that feeling with you when you're going to spend money. I'm just saying. I know, for real.
You're gonna feel the pressure from everybody on spending money.
I'm dead nuts. I'm dead nuts. Because I think that's what contributed to the fear of spending. When I couldn't pay my car note, couldn't pay my insurance, you know what I'm saying? That's all the bills I had, and I couldn't even pay them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just fearing that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was a pretty big contributor. I didn't want to feel like that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always made sure I had that allotted money. Secondly, on helping others, I heard this and I love it. And I'll tell it to anybody. But if anybody ever needs anything, if there's anything I can ever do for you, just let me know.
Yeah.
I will help you.
Yeah.
I will never do more for you than you would do for yourself.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, that's a lot there.
It is a
You know
lot
what I'm
there.
saying? So, we read this last night, and it's in chapter 6, right after the promises. It says, this thought brings us to step 10, which suggests we continue to take personal inventory and continue to set right any new mistakes as we go along. We vigorously commenced this way of living as we cleaned up the past. We have entered the world of the Spirit. Our next function is to grow in understanding and effectiveness. This is not an overnight matter. It should continue for our lifetime. Continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. When these crop up, we ask God at once to remove them. You can also include doubt, you know what I'm saying, anger, anything that's not fruit from the fruit of the Spirit, anything that stems from fear.
Yeah.
We discuss them with someone immediately and make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone. Then we resolutely turn our thoughts to someone we can help. Love and tolerance of others is our code. Just helping somebody, it doesn't have to be financial, and some of the best help is not financial. Has nothing to do with money.
Yeah.
Time is the most precious commodity ever.
Yeah.
Once I've used it on you, used it with you, or used it for you, can't get that back.
Yeah.
And we have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even alcohol, for that by this time sanity will have returned. We will seldom be interested in liquor. If tempted, we recoil from it as from a hot flame. This is not just liquor, alcohol, substances. This is my old behaviors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the places, the people, the conversations, the ideas,
Yeah.
We react sanely and normally, and we will find that this has happened automatically. We will see that our new attitude toward liquor has been given us without any thought or effort on our part. It just comes. That is the miracle of it. We are not fighting it, neither are we avoiding temptation. We feel as though we had been placed in a position of neutrality. If nobody's experienced neutrality, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what in the world was going on.
Yeah.
I was so used to the roller coaster, it had to be one or the other.
Yeah.
But when I hit, something is wrong. Like, I don't know what it is. I remember coming in the club, you doing, how you doing? I was like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know. Something's off.
Yeah.
But that is what it was.
Yeah.
Safe and protected. We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has been removed. It does not exist for us. We are neither cocky nor are we afraid. That is our experience. That is how we react so long as we keep in fit spiritual condition. All these things happen as long as I stay in fit spiritual condition.
Yeah.
It is easy to lay up on the spiritual program of action and rest on our laurels. Everybody familiar with what laurels are?
Yep.
Where they came from?
Yep.
We are headed for trouble if we do. For alcohol is a subtle foe. We are not cured of alcoholism. What we have is a daily reprieve contingent on our maintenance of our spiritual condition. One day at a time. Some days from moment to moment.
Second to second.
Every day is a day when we must carry the vision of God's will, and this is where it gets. Every day is a day when we must carry the vision of God's will into all of our activities. Practice these principles in all our affairs. How can I best serve Thee? Thy will, not mine, be done. These are thoughts which must go with us constantly. We can exercise our willpower along this line all we wish.
Yeah.
This is where self-will is an acceptable,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I was always under the impression I always had to search for God's will.
Yeah.
But if I am spiritually fit, then my will is more aligned with God's.
Yeah.
It is the proper use of the will. Yep. I think that's where we stop. I don't know, I had read that part so many times. And I don't know if I shared this on a podcast or not, but it's like the more time I'm in recovery and the more that is revealed, if you will. I mean, yes, the years, the months, the weeks, the days are blowing by, okay? But it's like something is slowing down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm grasping more and more.
Yeah.
It's weird, dude. I had read that stretch. I had it read. I had heard it over and over, but I never saw it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is how my first sponsor broke down. So what you just talked about with the self-will aligning with God's will, right? So this is how my sponsor broke it down to me. Was there's two ways that you can move, right? So you can either move in fear, right, which is anger, despair, bewilderment, all these different things over here, or you can move in love. So if you look in any Bible, any big book, anything that you as far as like to lead you down a spiritual path, the one thing that you're gonna find is love, right? You can either follow God's will, which is love thy neighbor, treat everyone with that kind of love and compassion. If you're moving over here, in the fear and all that, you're not aligned with God's will. So as long as I'm moving in a loving manner, in the sense of like compassion, and doing the next right thing, I'm gonna fall in that category of aligning myself with God's will.
Yeah.
And that's how he broke it down to me. My first month, that's how he broke it down to me. And I believe that. I followed that. I still follow that. You know what I'm saying? Like I try every day to not treat someone any type of bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to be treated like that. I know, and even furthermore, that's not going to get me nowhere. I can't block my blessing by getting revenge on someone or just treating someone bad just because I feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's old behavior. I can't do that. I cannot feed that mentality at all. By no means. I think we talked about this in the Life Recovery Bible not too long ago. I look at like whenever you do, step 4 going into step 5, it's like a baptism, right? So like to me, the purpose of the baptism is whenever you go into the water, you know what I mean. Your old self is killed, like is laid down, like Jesus was, and then when you come out of the water,
you're resurrected.
You're resurrected.
Renewed.
It's a renewed
Body and mind.
So once I do this, and then I go into step 6 and I ask him to remove my shortcomings. Once I do this, God will physically not allow me to act any way out of character. He's going to allow me to, but initially I'm going to feel conviction. So I'm just use anger for an example because I experienced this the other day, and I was in my car, I was driving to work, and dude just kept riding. I switched lanes, he's riding my butt again. Switch lanes again, he's riding my butt. And I'm like, bro, just go around me, bro. And now I'm finding myself cussing him out, but like immediately he can't even hear me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my windows up. We're going like 70 miles. He can't even hear me. But immediately I have conviction to apologize to this person, and I can't even. He didn't even hear me. You know what I mean? And like, but that's what I'm talking about. Like once I work the steps, and you can feel them before then. I'm just using the 6th step as my example because this is when I feel it the most. So after you work that 6th step and you are renewed, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna allow you to be angry like that. He's not gonna allow you to feed these emotions, this behavior. He's just not going to do it. He didn't for me. I keep saying like he's not going. He doesn't for me. Anytime I feel like I'm angry like that, I almost immediately pray now. And when I pray about it, I immediately feel 10 times better. Yeah. You know what I mean? To the point where like the other day I shared about this, I felt like I just want to be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let me be mad for a minute. And then like after I pray about it, I can't be mad, and like that aggravates me because it's like I just want to be mad, bro. And but he won't let me. He will not physically let me do that, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that renewal right there, because I really don't want to act like that. Anger, resentment, all that is that's the number 1 offender right there. And I feel good today. You know what I mean? And I don't want to feed that, because as soon as you start feeding that resentment, that anger, you start feeding the old behaviors. That's just the first step of going backwards. You haven't even fully started going backwards, but that's the beginning steps right there. You know what I mean? It's like once I feel that anger, that resentment for this situation, I'm going to feel it for everyone after that. And as long as I continue to carry that and not pray about it, and not relieve that, or not talk to my sponsor or one of my support group members or anything like that, I'm gonna go backwards. Period. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for that. I literally, that's the best, to me, that is the best description of what it feels like before and after I do the 6th step. You know what I'm saying? Just a renewal. It's a whole, and the 7th step. It's a whole renewal. You know what I mean?
So for me, it goes back to what you're speaking of. I want to speak for me. Like before recovery, when I first started doing drugs, I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
But I practiced them. I got better doing drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I practiced at being a piece of shit. I was a good piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A1.
I didn't know how to lie at first, but I practiced lying.
Yeah.
I got real good at lying.
Yeah.
So now it just goes right back to willingness.
Yeah.
What am I willing to practice?
Yeah.
Am I willing to practice something else to have something else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, man, it always circles back to willingness.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Willingness to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like, we didn't get as far into as I would like to. We was a page shy from the Fat Book study earlier, but it was my favorite line: "Faith without works is dead." So I was just talking about the prayer of remove my shortcomings.
We did get there.
Mm-hmm. We did.
We did get there. We did get there.
Okay. Well,
we stopped at the 3rd step prayer.
Started the prayer that they said after that. It wasn't the 3rd step prayer, it was a different prayer.
My creator, you should have all of me. Yeah, you're right. It's a different prayer.
So they're talking about like step 6 or 7 or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was step 7, I think. But where I was getting at though, no, 76 is the 6th step prayer.
Yeah.
what I was getting at though is, whenever you pray to have these defects of character removed, I can't just pray about it and just not put no work in. Like that's not how it works. Like this, the whole purpose of this in action. So once I pray for these to get removed, I've then begin to practice the opposite of these shortcomings. Right? Mm-hmm. So like for instance, if I'm dishonest, now I'm going to start practicing honesty. And then over time, like, yes, God's going to remove these. They're going to, but what he's going to do is he's going to sharpen the opposite side. So instead of being dishonest all the time, my honesty is going to show through more than this. Like, and now I'm going to use this over here as, it's like because they're not ever going to actually fully leave. Like these shortcomings are not, you're never going to get rid of 100% of these shortcomings. They're just not as noticeable. They're not going to, they're there, but they're just not going to be overbearing like there was before. And some of these shortcomings, now you can use them as an asset in a sense of like maybe to help someone who's dealing with the same thing you dealt with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Here you go.
So, we was having a meeting last night, and we're discussing, the principles and all this and that and the other, and I look at the list, bro, and there's one thing I don't see up there, and that's like one of the most important things, dude.
What?
Grace.
Yeah, I've
because,
yeah.
I say it because when I catch myself and I'm not practicing them principles in all my affairs, I'll be like, beat myself up on it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, grace is very important, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Grace, allow grace in myself for when I do lapse in that, and I don't act so spiritual, I'm not perfect, when the newcomer comes in, trying to greet them, and give them, extend the same grace that I was given.
Yeah.
When I showed up, when I kept coming back day after day, you know what I'm saying? Dragging my tail back in here, getting the same 24-hour chip, the same white bracelet, day after day, they kept telling me keep coming back, they wasn't like, oh, yeah, here, scout. Yeah. It was, they understood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now what they would say behind closed doors, I don't know. Right. I can only imagine. Yeah. But I don't even really bother about that. Grace, bro. I'm not all that well versed in all of it, right? Still baby shit green, but I'm under the impression that you got principles for the steps, you got principles for traditions.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe in near episodes we'll expand on the principles and the traditions.
Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah. With the grace thing, like it's more than just showing myself grace. Also, you gotta show grace to other people too. You know what I mean?
Like the driver.
Like the driver. Exactly like that. You know what I mean? And
so sponsor just went and got some oil, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we got a V6 with no liters of oil in it. Alright? This is where the whole rib reference comes from, guys. Alright, so anyway, I'm not just running amok with this stuff. So he come back and he tells me, I almost run over this cat. He's like, go hit my brakes, and this dude behind me's honking at me. He throws his hands up, so I throw my hands back up at him. I just looked at him, I said, God bless you, brother.
Yeah.
He's like, oh. Just walk off, and it's not to do that with a facetious, or a backhand, Jesus backhand,
no,
you know what I'm saying? That's be heartfelt,
right,
and sincere about it,
Yeah, exactly.
That's hard to do, bro.
It is. Well, listen, progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
Okay. I've noticed more now. So I told you at work, I met an ordained minister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lovely person. I spent 10 minutes talking to her one day, and in this 10 minutes, she's done indulged most of her life story, and I done indulged most of mine. You know what I'm saying? I've never met this woman a day in my life until this point. You know what I'm saying? And how the conversation even got started, she asked me, she said, is there anything I can pray for you about? I'm like, absolutely. Let's do it. And then we prayed. You know what I mean? And then we just started talking. And it was like a 10-minute conversation in amongst a prayer. And then now we're spilling each other's life story. And I don't know what it is about, like, I don't want to say her, because it's not her. You know what I mean? It's definitely God doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was placed there. That day, I was going through it at work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, like, in that 10 minutes, I was, like, relieved of, like, I honestly forgot I was even at work. You know what I mean? So much to the point where, like, I realized in that moment, like, when I'm stressed, when I'm angry, whenever, you know, something happens, it's out of my control, or, you know, just anything, really. When I pray about it, I'm relieved of it. You know what I'm saying? So when a situation happens, like I'm driving in the car and the dude's on my ass and he won't get off of it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cussing him out, you know what I'm saying? I gotta remember, like, they're not working a program, first of all, but secondly, like, you gotta treat them as you would want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And it's grace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that grace aspect of it, you know?
Yeah. I'm Petty LaBelle.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm Petty Mayonnaise, so I feel you.
So like, this was probably in the first 9 months, 6 or 9 months. All right. I'm like North 65, almost by out of loop. And this dude in the truck kept trying to pass me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm rearview mirror driving, you know, like scared, right? I won't let him pass me, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm really being extra special. And I look in the rearview mirror and he's got his hands up in the mirror like that, like he's crossing his fingers.
Yeah.
Reflecting on that today, that dude's probably trying to work a program, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, test your program here, I mean, I wasn't really intentionally trying to do that, but
Which kind of was.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and we was talking about, like, people that don't work a program, like, I'm gonna just use this as an example. Someone who doesn't have any formal addictions. I'll use the word formal addictions. This sounds more political. That need a program. But you know how many people I encounter on a day-to-day basis who I would call a normie, who absolutely would thrive if they used the 12 steps and the 12 traditions and the principles that come behind all that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then, like, I've met people, you know what I'm saying, that don't work a program, that definitely should. And I've seen people that work the program that I wouldn't say shouldn't, but that should actually work the program or live the program. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is my belief. I firmly believe this. I believe that anyone in the world, period, would thrive if they lived the program. Yeah. You know, whether they have an addiction to something, to substance, or it's a process addiction, or it's an eating disorder, or whatever it is. Even if you don't have these things, I really do feel like you can thrive off this. You can actually, you can be successful. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's about the principles, right? And even furthermore, it's a design for living. So someone who might be struggling, even if it's not with a substance or an addiction, they need help. If you leaned on this, it'll help you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a dramatic step further.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take words out my sponsor's mouth.
Yeah.
We're all addicted.
Absolutely.
It don't matter.
To what? To something. Absolutely.
We're all addicted to the same thing.
Oh yeah.
The first thing we were ever addicted to was all the same one thing.
Yeah.
And we still struggle with it today.
Yeah.
It's
acceptance.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Feeling accepted.
Yeah.
And practicing acceptance, the lack of the ability to accept things.
Right.
Me not being accepted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being the root of it. You know?
Oh yeah.
You know, and that It's the 4th of July. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. Programs in every school, programs in every workplace. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got. There's no choice. You would have more unity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a byproduct of a program. I'm still confused as to why we don't teach this in school. Take alcohol out of the first step.
Yeah.
Take drugs out of the first step.
Yeah.
I'm powerless, and I act like a damn kid.
Yeah.
When I don't get my way.
Yeah.
My life is becoming manageable. I'm in the principal's office. I'm in detention. Mama whooping my ass.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The kid thumped my head.
Yeah.
You know. It's endless. It's absolutely endless.
Yeah, like I like the way you put it before. I'm powerless over my problems.
Yep.
Simply put.
Yep.
You know, and you, like you said, you can put this in the school system. You know, of course, you might have to change take the drugs now. You might have to. Hell, nowadays, a lot of the kids.
Bro, Jefferson County just pay a lot of kids to smoke weed.
I know it. That's what I'm talking about.
In school.
Yeah.
In New York, there's a sober school, like a school for students that want to go by these
Yeah.
steps.
Probably funded by
And
J.D.
they're-
Rockefeller himself.
Probably so.
I don't know about all that, but
He was one of the only contributors, financial contributors to AA, and early on.
Yeah.
anyway, there's a couple that are they're sober schools, and like a sober high school, they should be sober. But we all know that they're not. You know what I mean? We all know that we like to try it out, whatever, in high school. So, that's what it was about. It wasn't a Christian school. It was just a school where it's cool to not do drugs or drink alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
And like we're going down a rabbit hole, and I'm just gonna say this and believe it where it is. Okay.
I can't promise I'll do the same.
Well, I'm going to, because this is a rabbit hole that I don't mean to go down, but we're going to go down it for just a split second anyway. The fact that they took God out of schools in the first place
Yep. Absolutely.
absolutely blows my mind. Like, my entire school career was implemented in God. So, like, at some point in time, I realized, like, I kind of got a conception of who God was, and then, like, of course, it was used as a weapon. So, like, my conception
To instill fear.
and it was warped. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, So now I have my own conception of what God is. But the fact that we have taken God out of schools absolutely blows my mind.
And it's completely, it's not even like, you know what I mean, there's options. It's completely, we cannot talk about God or Jesus Christ, but you can about all the other ones.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We just brought up the need to feel accepted.
Yeah.
Why we take God out of schools?
Yeah.
Why do we take God out of schools? So we felt more accepted to the ones that move here from other countries.
Yeah.
And so they felt more accepted as well. It's acceptance, bro. Everything boils down to acceptance. I want to be a part of and apart from.
We want to live life how we want to live life and no rules.
Yep.
All the stuff going on right now about what's happening in elementary schools and middle schools, high schools, that parents are not allowed to know about what their kids are doing. It just is blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just really grateful my kids go to school where they're at, but trying to find a school, you best believe you're gonna, there's just a whole thing. Oh, no, right there.
So
It's a whole lot.
you went down a rabbit hole. I'm going to expand the hole a little bit. All right. All right. So today I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed and grateful that I can be of service. Okay.
Yeah.
So I had a very great friend, man. I was able to be of service and take him to the hospital earlier this week.
Yeah.
Sit with him for a little while. So we walk into the hospital, and this dude walks right past me, going to the bathroom, right? And they're like, the bathroom's right there. He's like, his wife's telling him, the bathroom's right there. So he walks over toward the bathroom, and he's like, well, which one's the men's? I said, both. He said, oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Maybe I should leave the hole there, okay?
No, you don't have to leave a hole there.
Right, you know what I mean?
That's what I was getting at. Like the school,
The
the whole thing that just started.
The level of moving the goalposts, moving
What's
the
accepted?
Yeah.
What's acceptable? What
Yeah.
is? I mean, there's a whole thing, and that is.
So I have to speak on this now that you brought it up, okay? I have found out that in schools, they are now placing litter boxes for the ones that identify as animals.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This has got to be a TikTok thing. This can't be real.
No, it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you how I know it until after the podcast, okay?
There's
it's
no
real.
way.
It's real.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you gotta take a thing and make it so extreme, and then you have these children. So
Believe it,
My
that it's okay
kid-
to act like that.
yeah, like we're on our way here.
Oh, he's
They were
just that
talking
way.
about something, and then you got all the parents that are, well, you can't do nothing about it because there's something, and so we just no. I'm sorry. There is a level of no, we don't behave like that. I'm sorry. There just is. We're not going to blame it on something or blame it on this problem or this problem, or we don't have any control. We just let them run around because supposedly no.
Because they want to
no.
identify as an animal. That's the purpose.
That was a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, people used to joke about that.
Yes.
And it's no longer. Kids are they're impressionable, and now you got kids that are. Who was listening to something
What
on
is the
TikTok,
term
right?
for someone who identifies as an animal?
Furry.
Again, that was I thought was outfits. You know what I'm saying? Like
Aetherian.
Aetherian?
Someone who identifies as a non-human animal, psychologically or spiritually, is typically called Aetherian. The broader community of people with non-human identities often uses the umbrella term alterhuman or otherkin,
it used to be a
which
fetish.
also includes those who identify as mythical creatures like dragons or elves. These terms are specific and distinct, each carrying unique meaning in their respective communities.
Yes.
Oh, it does say furries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, different from therianthropy. Some people enjoy dressing up or acting as anthropomorphic personas.
Keep reading.
As an outlet for creativity, fandom, and social expression. Furries participate in this as a hobby rather than a literal spiritual identification as an animal.
Well, that was a nice way to put it, because I've only heard of furries in a slightly different expressions than that. But, right, it used to be just like a thing, like fetishes that have now turned into reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, but you have the little kids that are doing it. They said there was a girl, my kid was just watching this on his phone on the way here, of a girl that saw something on the TV. It was her favorite actress, and she lifted up her sunglasses and her eyes were all super baggy, so she turned it into a trend, so she didn't sleep for days because she wanted to look like, or get the reaction that her favorite actress got in a movie. And I looked at him and I was like, are people so lost today that they literally don't know they have to find something to, because they don't know what their purpose in life is. Like,
So-
these are little kids that are just trying to be like somebody in a movie when it's a joke in a movie, but they think it's so literal that we have to make bags under our eyes so we get some sort of reaction, because where are the parents at? What is happening? We just let our kids express themselves to the point that they don't even know how to be a human being.
Let me present something. I wasn't always. I didn't really ever have a concept of a higher power. I was my higher power, okay?
Right.
But there was a seed planted somewhere along the way, right? We've just pled my case why kids should not be on the internet. They should not have phones. They shouldn't even play video games.
Yeah.
Because all they're doing is planting seeds. And the more seeds, corrupt seeds that you plant, the better chance you have of weeds growing in this direction.
Right. I'm gonna slightly humorize this, okay? I played a lot of Mario. I don't think I have a problem because I thought it was Princess Peach, okay? But I do understand that there is video games like the one that my sons are trying to convince me to get them.
GTA 6 comes out soon.
That's what they want. I don't understand why they can't have it. Their friends have it. Why can't we have it? Their friends have secret accounts. They have accounts in their friends' games as the day progressed and they got comfortable talking to mom and they just blurted it out. My one gets, oh, you know what I mean? And the other one, like,
So,
because I said these things are, I know it's just a game, but what it's doing to your brain of what your concept of reality and what you think is okay, it's okay in things that aren't okay for you. You know what I mean?
it's not only this, but it handicaps,
desensitizing.
and it handicaps your motivation. And it magnifies your procrastination.
Maybe. I did
Oh,
play
yeah.
video games
So,
as a kid.
sure.
I do procrastinate a
You
lot.
can have these games, you can play these video games. You must, these are suggestions, you must still perform to play the video games. You must go to school, you know, you must hold certain grades. You must have after-school activities to keep yourself active and keep your brain motor at high capacity. You know what I'm saying?
And that I am.
A high social skill level, be able to articulate yourself well without
Yeah.
blooping out or when you don't get your way. Because, look, man, now I'm going down another rabbit hole. This autism thing,
Yes.
I understand it's a thing.
Yeah.
All right?
I just don't think
But
it's
I
as
also
big of a
witnessed
thing.
it in my own kids. I see a constant with the autism where loud, obnoxious, acting out, okay? These are byproducts of constant screen time.
Yeah.
Tablets, phones, games,
Yeah.
and these damn shows that they got on TV for kids that teach them to be loud, obnoxious, disrespectful,
Yeah.
and, you know,
Yeah.
and they're endless.
Yeah.
They're endless.
Oh, the YouTube shows? They're all loud, obnoxious, disrespectful. You got full-grown adults that are acting like 10-year-old boys, and then 10-year-old boys watch these full-grown adults thinking that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You got these girls that are talking to their parents like they is something special. And I've got a 6-year-old daughter who already thinks that she's a diva. But then she watches these shows, and the other parent thinks it's cute to let her act like that. And look what I showed her. Oh no, we don't do that. Like I just,
Well,
it's cute. Let's make them their own YouTube channel. No, I don't want them on. You know what I'm saying? Like, Romy used to go on and make his little YouTube, but he's exploring. He's going through the woods. He's digging up bugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was what he would do.
Yeah.
Not unwrapping presents and acting like I'm not grateful for anything in my life. We can't. No,
Yeah.
we can't do that, you know? And so it's this whole struggle with, you know, what's popular, what's not popular, is it okay? And the boys, they're very impressionable right now, you know what I mean? They're right at that age where one of them cares what everybody thinks to an extreme degree. And I don't know how to help them feel better about it. Because it's that acceptance thing, right? It's that acceptance thing. I've noticed more and more, even just in the last couple of days, you know, like, it's never been an issue for me of where I came from, right? they claim whatever background they feel like claiming on the day that they're, you know what I mean, for a certain amount of time because they're mixed. But I'm gonna take offense to this, like something about the chicken at the house today or yesterday. And it was like, well, that was rude. I was like, why? Why would that even be? You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, you're not half black. You're Puerto Rican or Filipino. You're not black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with that,
Right.
but he doesn't. He hasn't. He tries to pick these different things. I'm gonna just be you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got friends that are this and friends that are that and friends that are this, but he wants to be all of them. And I don't know how to be like, man, like, you can just be you. They'll like you for just you. You know what I mean? And like, it hasn't clicked yet. And he's right at that age. You know what I mean? He's about to be 13 years old. He's right in that danger zone of what's going to happen. And it scares me because he could go one way or the other. He's got a lot of his doubt in him that fires off like that. And he
Information without application is hallucination.
Yeah. See, like.
Well, how do I give him that information?
Well, and the best way would be give him the information about his background. So then that way he would be better equipped. If he does, then he wouldn't think this way or that way. And number two, I can't fill his head with half truths. Just be yourself and they'll like you.
Yeah.
Chances are they're not.
Yeah. So this is the thing. So.
But that's not
it
important.
should. Right.
Right.
It's
But
not.
so coming from someone who has literally dealt with the same thing he's probably dealing with because I'm mixed. I was too black for the white kids.
Boom.
And too white for the black kids.
Bow.
So, I was teased a little bit extra. Plus, I wore glasses that were thick as shit. And my last name is Woody too. So none of the situation is at all going well. For
Melting pot.
Absolutely. But it's acceptance. Like he's of a darker skin complexiction. You know what I'm saying? So.
And so I don't understand it because I never dealt with that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's hard for me to sit there and try to explain it because as a child going through it, it's not. It doesn't mean shit to me anymore. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really care if whether you like me or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But growing up, that was the biggest thing because like mainly in like elementary school, middle school, I really didn't have any friends. You know what I'm saying? Except for the ones I played soccer with because like I didn't fit in. I just did not fit in, absolutely. And I got picked on so much, like I got to the point where I just hated going to school. You know what I mean?
Well, in those days, he gets picked on, but now the principal, like anything that happens, the only one that gets told on is him.
Yeah.
Even though all of them did it.
Right.
And he won't say anything because that you're a snitch then, so he won't tell on his friends that actually started it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll finish it.
Yeah.
And he finishes good, you know what I mean? He'll just knock you out, and then that's right on camera, he doesn't care, he's like, looking at the camera, you know?
That's called a scapegoat.
So I'm going to bully him back.
That's called a scapegoat.
Yeah.
But the principal now, like, calls me grandma, and he's doing this, and he's just, like, the principal is the coach of the travel baseball team that he's been trying to get on since he moved there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, can you just, I'm not going to tell you to whatever, but I am going to tell you maybe try to not, you know what I mean?
So how did
Try to get
you-
in trouble.
How did you learn?
I'm going to get in trouble.
Everybody say about getting in trouble, but how did you learn? How did you learn things in life? As life progressed, how did you learn things?
It wasn't until I screwed up that I learned anything.
Right.
I was so sheltered. I obeyed. I was an obedient child that never got grounded, that never did anything, that kept her parents happy her whole life.
Well, you didn't learn nothing then. Because you only learned through falling on my face.
Yeah.
Which I did after the boys were born and after I lost important people. You know
Life
what I mean?
experiences.
Yeah.
Life.
So when you got on a bicycle, did you ever ride a bicycle?
Yeah.
So you just got on a bicycle and took off. Like no training wheels, you was pedaling up and down the hill. Like, what even fat did you? No. You learned through falling off the bike, scraping your knees, or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Several times.
Okay.
Over and over again.
Well, so how many times when somebody was telling you along the way through the falls, did you want to hear or apply anything they told you? Probably.
Right.
Right. So it's only
Well, I
through
knew,
the
I
scrapes,
just
the
didn't
bruises,
care.
and the cuts, and the getting back up is where I learned all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of
how do
hard
you
when they
think
sit
this-
there and look at you like straight up. They're like, what took you long enough to figure it out, Mom? Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I finally figured it out. I'm trying to fix all the stuff that I ruined. He's like, well, how many times you need to lose us to figure it out? And I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
it wasn't even that. There's more to the story than just that. But you know what I'm saying? But like, how do you just
specifically,
cuts, man?
it's
true.
about, like,
Can't be mad.
where he was like, if you tell you're a snitch, right? Okay, so it's a moral thing, right? Because the street code nowadays is not what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? There used to be loyalty, but they're loyal to the wrong things, right? So in this situation, you gotta figure out a way for him to understand and to ask himself this question. Okay, if I'm in this situation right now, right, would they tell on me? Because I guarantee you 99% of the time they're gonna tell on you. Because if it's my job over yours, or if it's my life over yours, I'm choosing my life every time.
Right,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
and the football star of their group, right, is always involved, but nobody ever tells on him because
Right.
he's the cool friend. They're all
Right.
friends with him because he's the cool friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's so cool about this kid? He's actually totally not cool at all.
Yeah.
You know, to the
Yeah.
point that.
He's got.
But mine doesn't. When he gets to that point, right?
Yeah.
You've pushed him to the point that he don't care. He
Yeah.
tell you you're being annoying. You said to bite you, so I'll bit you, and he did. And left a big old mark. And you're like, that could get CPS. You know what I mean? They're all scaring my grandma, like he bit somebody. Like she's like, well, what do you? I mean, I'll talk to him about it. And they're like, this could get him reported for. This is gonna follow him on a school record. You know what I mean? Well, how many times? Yes, I was like, you don't have to just because he wouldn't stop. He just saying, I dare you, bite me. So I'll bit him, and he bit him good. You know what I'm saying? But like, all 3 other kids did too, and nobody else got in trouble. And they're in this little tiny school, and so he's just like, we're driving a go-kart out there. He's driving. He's like, Mom, like, you're gonna get us pulled over, and we let Roman drive, and he's in the back. And it's a golf cart, you know what I'm saying? Like in a little dinky town, we don't even have stoplights, you know? It's just stop signs. It's a small little podunk, middle of nowhere town. We're all driving through, kind of turning a little tight, and he's like, "We're gonna get pulled over by the cops." And I have a record with the school. I don't need a record with the cops, too. I'm like, well, listen, if we get pulled over by any of these cops, they all know me because I don't really mind if they see that I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? But. He was really worried because he's like, I already pissed off the schools and the principals and for not intentionally doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? So like now it's been picking up and he knows what his background is, but he doesn't. It's whatever's cool for the day. You know what I mean? If he's with his Hispanic friends and he's you know what I mean, and if he's with his black friends, you know what I mean. They're not a lot in Caney. They're half whatever. But it depends on who it is that day instead of just like, you can just be you. You can just be Phoenix and just be you.
So look, the ones that bring up this, it's a case of ignorance. It's a case of ignorance and lack of education and lack of acceptance because we're not one of us are pure breed anything. Not a thing.
Not a one.
So there again, it just comes. That's why I said educate him on the lineage of life itself, because the whitest of whites ain't just white.
Yeah.
The blackest of blacks just ain't black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't just African because they look black. You know, they Puerto Rican, they Cuban, you know what I'm saying? They Filipino, they Tongan, you know what I'm saying? It's just ignorant.
Yeah.
It's just completely ignorance.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't find, look, I know we are very well aware of how hurtful kids can be and what they can say. Kids say the damnedest things, bro.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't need to tell my kids my life story.
Right. Absolutely.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because there can be times they don't get their way and they're going to use that on me.
Yeah, I feel
Am I spiritually fit enough to take that?
I feel like once they're old enough, and when I say old enough, I don't mean 13, 14, I mean,
yes, there's
I
things.
don't know yet what really happened because I
There
know
is things along that story they should know. Okay. How many times how many lessons it took me to learn certain things is not pertinent.
Right.
You know
It was a
what I'm saying?
joke, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even being rude. He was just like joking about it, you know what I mean? But that's how he gets out because he won't get emotional. If he does,
Right.
he'll shut down immediately because he's not gonna cry. He's not gonna, you know what I mean? And I've always told them it's okay to let out your emotions. I know what happens when you don't, to a very intense degree. So I very much have always encouraged them it's okay to talk. But I know they're mad. They don't want to be where they're at. They want to be home. And that's the biggest thing. We just want to go back with you.
I think
I want a normal life, and I haven't done that in any degree, you know, so I know that there's a lot there, and that's why, you know what I mean, right now they're bored. Well, you guys can be bored then, you know, you want to play your video game. So
it's a great chance to use your imagination.
Yeah.
Imagination station.
Go do some chores and get some money. You know, all the housemates.
But I think what I'm getting at, what I'm really trying to say is the best life experiences I had only came through experience, okay?
Yeah.
Me experiencing that. So the best thing I can do is to give them the knowledge I have and allow them
to experience on
it on their own.
So I'm glad you brought that
Stop
up.
stepping in the way.
Yeah, blocking their lesson.
Right.
So I shared this the other day in a meeting, and I'm gonna share it again because it's exactly what we're talking about now with the life experience thing. So I've been listening to this podcast. It's a comedy podcast, and the lady that hosts it brings other comedians on, and they talk about like
Wrong turns.
wrong turns. They talk about that's exactly what it is. It's wrong turns. Like what happened that embarrassed them the most. You know what I'm saying? That brought them to where they are today. You know what I'm saying? And how they dealt with it. And the one guy, you know, he was telling his little wrong turn, and someone had asked him, you know, a while back, like, you know, told him, but basically, like, you know, he's asking for advice on being a comedian, and he was like, you know, you need life experience. This is early on in his comedic career. You need life experience. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, well, I thought that, you know, meaning life experience means I needed to run into a burning house. And then the host goes, life is the burning house, right? But it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. Like I can relate to exactly that because that's how I felt like when I was in my addiction. Like my life was constantly on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then now, like the house isn't on fire anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the house doesn't have to be on fire for you to gain life experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to run into a burning building. You don't have to create chaos to gain experience. You know what I'm saying? It can just come naturally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can just live life and enjoy the life as it is and still gain life experience. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I just thought that was because I could relate to what he was saying in that sense and feeling the same way like my entire time in addiction, even really before addiction too, like as a child, like growing up, like feeling I had to create something for me to either fix or for me to gain some type of experience so I would be better first to deal with it, whatever situation later on, you know. But I realized today that I don't have to run into that burning building. Life doesn't have to be that burning building.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So I reckon I have one more thing. We was in a meeting this morning, and my dude's reading how it works, and he says 1, and I say to myself 2, 3, and he would say 3. Bro, it's 3 licks to get to the center of this lollipop, and then I can get to the center of the sucker, right? Me being the sucker. Steps 1, 2, and 3. Admit, believe, and confess. Alright? And then I can get down and get rid of the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Or what most simply put to me was, I can't, he can, he will.
I'll let him.
I'll let him.
Boom.
That's it.
Bada bing.
That's it.
Bada boom.
What of our daily chants at my treatment centers?
Excuse me?
He can't, so I think I'll let him. I'll hit the table. It's one of our daily chants.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I remember it.
For the more simply put, I have struggled with steps 1, mainly step 1. That was a hard one for me for a long time. I think I understood it once I started to move past it, obviously, but when I got with my sponsor now, I think it was just more simply understandable. Like, I know that I'm obviously powerless. I know my life's unmanageable, but realizing the real point behind that is I can't. That's simple.
Yeah.
That's simple. I don't need to go more simple than that. You can't go no more simple than that.
Right.
I physically cannot do it. I cannot. And then he can and he will. I have to let him. That's the thing. Being willing to turn over my life and all my actions, my thoughts, my whatever to him. But if I do this, I know he will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah.
About time?
Yeah. I've got housemates, children, all over.
Oh, my Lord.
Everybody's.
Oh, life is such a bother. Oh, jeez.
I just want to know I'm ignoring them again. My problems with people thinking if I'm a good parent.
So I hear you're grateful for housemates, accountability,
I'm
other
grateful.
people's opinions.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you grateful for? Let's hear it.
I am grateful that I'm going to have all 4 of my children together this weekend.
Yeah, amen.
And it's fully with just me, not my grandparents along for the ride or something. They're all back with mom for the
I'm grateful you're newly lubed.
And I'm grateful that there is oil in the car now because I guess I ran it to nothing.
Fully lubed, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for that service, sir.
Oh. Well, you're quite welcome.
I'm grateful to see the look on the girls' face because they don't know the boys are here yet.
Oh.
And now that they're all together, I can finally do a picture with all +1. It'll be fun. All right.
Right on.
So,
How about you, buddy?
Oh. Grateful I made it to another July.
Yeah.
Happy birthday month to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yep. Gonna celebrate the whole month.
happy birthday month to you too.
Second birthday month and
Recovery.
being sober, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm grateful for coffee and Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, like the birthday thing. My birthday's in what's that? The 4th. So 2 months, 26 days. It's crazy.
2 months and 26 days? Were you really counting it?
Yes.
Okay.
You sound like my kid. I don't even think he's that
Listen,
precise, and he's got tomorrow. It'll be a month.
Look.
And he got to be the same age as his brother for the whole month. He's not very happy about it.
Growing up, okay, of course, as a child, you get excited for your birthdays. You know what I'm saying?
Birthdays are a big
And
deal
then,
for me.
When I hit like 17, I didn't really give a shit. But for some reason, since I've been in recovery, I get excited on my birthday. You know what I mean? It's I made it. Listen, there was a point in time I didn't think I was gonna make it to live to see 25. Yeah, I made it 10 years past that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Not to be, closer to 40, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I never saw myself getting to 16.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like the Energizer Bunny. Just keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like at one point in time, I remember my grandfather telling me I was I think I was 15 or 16 at the time. And he was like, I don't see, this is exactly what he said to you. I don't see you living to be 21, is what he said to me. You know what I mean? I turned 21 and had my first child. But that's not the point. The point I'm getting at is like, I remember that. I remember that being a point. Like, I didn't think I was going to make it to see 21. I didn't think I was going to make it to see 25. I didn't think I was going to make it to see 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get excited when I get to my next birthday. Should I make
I
it
think
to
it's the
22?
disease.
Could be.
Probably.
No, I'm for real. I think it is. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but it's always having the notion that you're never gonna.
Yeah.
You know, you always fear death somewhere. You know,
Yeah, do that.
it was.
That.
I was never gonna make it to middle school. I was never gonna make it to high school. I was never gonna get my permit. I was never gonna be able to drive. I was never gonna be able to be old enough to smoke cigarettes. I was never gonna be old enough to buy alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And every time I kept hitting them lines, I was like, "Oh, made it there.
Yeah.
Made it there.
Yeah.
Oh, made it there." You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did either one of you ever go to prom?
I went to a prom. It wasn't mine though.
That's the same.
I'm just curious.
No, matter of fact, I don't think I ever went to a prom.
Well, listen, when I say I went to a
Middle school prom, elementary prom.
No, like I went to a high school prom. It wasn't mine. I got there. I was already drunk. I got kicked out, and then we went to an after party that we hosted, and then we got kicked out of the hotel. So that was my equivalent to being at any prom,
Right.
for that matter.
Right.
But anyhow, so let's see. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for this podcast, for you all being a part of my life. I'm grateful for God, and I'm grateful for my sobriety. You know, I wouldn't be in the position that I am today if it wasn't for any of those things that I just named. You know what I
Right.
mean? And yeah, I'm extremely grateful for that. You know.
Word.
I did my gratefuls. What are yours?
You did. I gave mine.
Yes.
Did you miss that? You don't listen to nothing I say.
All right. Well.
Oh yeah, I'm grateful for that. You were grateful for the 4th of July, man.
And
Another
coffee and
July
Jesus.
and coffee and Jesus. You're right.
Jeez.
Happy 4th of July to all the
May the 4th be with you.
May the what?
July.
I understand, but it's still the 4th.
I was gonna repeat it, and I was like, wait a minute.
I love it.
Happy Independence Day.
Yes.
We love all y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Keep coming back, y'all.
Yeah.
Jesus sees us.
And until next time.
Yeah.